Just introduce yourself for the record, Mimi, and your address, please.
I'm Mimi Koppenberg. I live at 32 Highland Avenue. I have a few questions. One to do with the budget. I tried to read the budget today. You know, my printer ran out. You know. So who can I speak to about the budget before that meeting in April? Do you have any ideas?
Yes, you can speak to me and you can speak to Eugenia.
And who?
Eugenia Polos, who is our financial.
The CFO.
Okay, so who would be better to speak to? Does it matter?
I would start with Eugenia because she's.
Start with Eugenia because she's an employee?
Yeah. She's
Okay.
here all the time.
Okay, so are you there every day, Eugenia? Okay, so I'll call you and make a date with you. Okay, thank you. The other thing I wanted to mention is about my water bill. I came from Shrewsbury. I had a pool, I had almost an acre of land, and I never saw a water bill like the one that I have from here. Not the last one, the one before that, which was almost $1,500 for the quarter. I live alone. I mean, it's crazy, right? So I called the mayor's office, and he was kind enough to refer me to a gentleman by the name of Cliff Keene. Do you know who he is?
He's here.
Where is he? You're Cliff Keene?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm Mimi Koppenberg. You were going to call me back a couple of months ago. So, I think you answered. You were going to get back to me about my bill, my $1,500 bill.
Well, the normal policy right now is let Mimi finish, and then he can answer over here, but concentrate. Why don't you finish your thought?
Okay,
And then he'll answer that, and
Okay.
then you can follow up.
Fine. This was my thought, is that I have been trying to speak with you. You understood my problem about this bill, and you wanted to get back to me to resolve it. I don't know what the resolution was, so that's my thought. I was wondering if someone could help me with this problem. I did have my meter, my old meter looked at. Now, first, a very nice man named Doug, I think he's a meter reader, knocked on my door, he came in and he said, you know, you're running a very high meter here. He said, I don't know what's wrong. He came in, he looked, he said, your meter is fine. So that bill was $500. So
That doesn't sound right either.
that doesn't sound right either. So then,
Unless you're having parties in the shower like 24 hours a day.
I wish that were the case.
I've known you for a long time.
You're invited. Anyhow, so then I said, well, that is, he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm watering my garden. And he said, well, don't water your garden. So I stopped watering my garden. And then the next water bill was $1,500 without watering the garden. So something is completely wrong, and I haven't paid that bill because I can't pay a $1,500 water bill. So what happened, I went down to the Borough Hall. I said, I want to pay my water bill, but I can't pay a $1,500 water bill. So I talked to the tax collector. She said she would have you call me. And I said, well, let me pay the one bill, not the $1,500. So I paid what I thought I was paying the one bill, and then I just, instead of getting a response, I got $1,500, you owe us $1,500. That was the response that I got. So you understand my problem. Okay, so you will help me with this? Okay, so that's basically it. And no, number three, do you mind if I give you another? Okay. I have a problem with the assessments in our town. I'm a realtor, as you know. Yeah.
Very good one at that.
Thank you very much. So I have a real problem with whomever is doing the assessments in our town, because it appears to me as a realtor, and I have access to everyone's tax records. I see last year just about everybody seemed to have appealed their taxes their assessment last year. This year I'm appealing mine. They're overvalued. They're all overvalued. This is costing us money. We've got to pay $100. And it's costing our tax assessor has to spend his time going out to Freehold. And a lot of times, there's something wrong with the people we're using for our assessments. They're way out of line. Has anyone else mentioned this to you?
Well,
I mean, has it?
not to give you details, because we would probably be here for 5 hours, but number one, I would recommend you do file a tax appeal.
I did. I'm
Number
going
two,
next week.
I can represent to you that I'm overassessed, but as an elected official, I can't file a tax appeal, and I never have. But more importantly, I actually think that the system is fraught with issues, and as an attorney, I really have a big problem with it. But if you take a look at what Councilwoman Schwabenbauer indicated earlier in terms of the budget, she's absolutely correct. Our assessing ratio in Red Bank is having some difficulties, and it is in fact impacting on the budget, especially as it concerns single-family residents. So we have to sit down and try to figure out something. It would be nice for the state to give us some help, but as you know, Monmouth County is part of the pilot program,
Right.
and there's supposed to be annual adjustments by the assessor. I
Right.
don't know whether that's being done or not, but in any event.
Yes.
Your concerns are noted by the council. You're not the only person.
And can I just add one thing to this?
Sure.
I have a property in Rumson, flat, no change in my, now that's also my, are they part of this plan?
They
for
are,
the
but
county?
you've got a different assessor in Rumson.
I know that, but I'm just illustrating this as flat. Tinton Falls went down a little bit. Mine went up by almost $50,000.
Okay.
All right,
You really ought to follow through.
I am, but I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm sure.
You were 144 appeals this year. Okay.
Thank you
And that's-
very much. Thank you.
Those are the numbers.
So if someone, if we are going to address that problem, I'd be happy to volunteer my time to anybody who's really going to get involved in this.
Thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Sir.
Mrs. Hoffenberg?
Oops, I'm sorry.
I just wanted to know, when reaching out about your water bill to the public utility, did anybody identify that you may have had a leak or an irrigation system issue at all?
Well, I don't have an irrigation system. But yes, they did. The second, not Doug, but the second gentleman, I called someone else, his name was Gary. And he said to me, went through my house, and he said to me, it appears to me, I've got 3 new toilets. He said, it appears to me that 1 or 2 of your toilets, the water level is too high. But I mean, to be honest with
But
you.
I just wanted to make sure that somebody did react from
Oh,
public utility.
yes, I had 2. I had Doug, who volunteered to come and knocked on the door when he saw this. And then I called and had this other gentleman, who I guess I've got to pay $25 for him to come out and look at it. But that, yes, I did. But it didn't really change it.
Well, I think if you speak to Mr. Keene after the meeting.
That's what I'm planning on.
would be-
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for your time. Thank you.
Sir, come on up.
Thank you. Anthony Young. I live on 39 Highland Avenue. I also own 201 Harding Road, which is right on top of Mimi's house. So Highland Ave ends in a cul-de-sac, and 201 Harding is actually right on top. I don't know what's going on with the water bill there. For the past 2 years, I've had water bills 600, 500 plus. I've had Bobby Holiday out to that house 3 or 4 times. And I just find it amazing that I was the first house to have the new water meters installed. And since then, I've gotten 2 reports, 2 quarterly reports, and they're more than half cut.
And did you have a leak on the inside at all, sir, or not?
I had Bobby Holiday out to that house 3 times.
What I'm saying, you had no leaks on the interior?
No.
Okay.
But I just find it amazing that once the new meters were installed, I was the first house to have it installed in Red Bank, that my bills went more than half down in that house. Same people are in the house, nothing has changed. I subdivided the property. My house, my wife runs the dishwasher, laundry. Our water bills were more than half for the past 2 years from 201. So,
Have you checked with Mr. King, because when they changed the meters out, we test the old meter. We hold the old meter, we test them. Can he tell you?
I was there when the person installed the new meter.
Right, so we have the old meter, and it may have been tested, or it can be tested. I think every meter that's pulled is tested.
Well, I want it tested because
It was tested.
well,
I'm telling you.
I'm going to wait for at least another 2 years, right? And or to get more of an, more quarterly reports. And if this continues to be more than half, there's something was wrong.
Well, the first step is see if the existing meter is accurate. He will tell you the test results. So you start there. The only way you would get a higher bill is if water goes through the meter. And of the 3,000 plus meters that we've replaced, we've had none test fast. In other words, none test higher than 100%.
So what would be your explanation that once the new meter was installed, that my water
Perhaps your old bill was estimated, and now they're getting true readings. I don't know all the details of your installation. Mr. Keene can go down those checklists, and also you probably get the history of these billings, and we can review them. So they'll be glad to help you. And start with Mr. Keene, and then you also can go down to the finance office, they can put your history, and you can compare last year to this year.
So if nothing is found, what's the explanation that my bills have gone down almost more than half?
I don't know. Perhaps their bills are being estimated. That's the only thing I can think of. And now they're getting accurate readings because we're actually getting them automatically.
So what happened to the 600 plus that I've been paying for the past 3 years?
I can't answer because I don't know the details. We have to start with, let's look at the facts, the test the meters, the history, and then we'll have to come up with some consideration.
Okay.
All right? But he'll be glad. That's the first start.
And just to also add the assessment issue with this town, I was assessed over $200,000 more than I was 2 years ago, which is, I mean, absolutely insane. And the process that, that the residents are going through with filing an appeal, dealing with your mortgage company, I got jacked up almost $700 on my mortgage bill. And to finally get a bill after you file an appeal, if you win, I mean, takes months until the mortgage company doesn't want to hear it, they just want their money.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing you too many times at council meetings, which is, I'm not editorializing, just that people who are regulars here for the past number of years have heard my own frustration, not as a taxpayer, but as an elected official, in that I do work for other municipalities as an attorney, and I know how some of these things are resolvable in their infant stage. But that presumes that there is people at the borough level who are driven to talk to people and resolve them in a satisfactory fashion. My frustration with the professional staff at 90 Monmouth Street in that office, I've expressed before, I'm not going to express it again, but you should know that the Borough Council does not have any legal authority over the assessor. We don't have the right to terminate him. We can't do anything. He's employed by Red Bank. We pay his bill, but he's reportable and answerable only and strictly to the Monmouth County Tax Commissioner and ultimately through the state.
So there's nothing that Red Bank can do to pull out of this pilot program?
I'm sorry?
There's nothing that you guys can do to pull out of the pilot program?
Not that I know of.
I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is that if we hear the frustration, and I know how it's done in different places, but our hands are tied.
I mean, just that, the assessment, the water, I mean, everything is so frustrating that it's
The water's a different issue.
we're really realistically like about to leave, list our house and get out because it's just extremely frustrating.
I do. Excuse me, what address in Porter?
201 Harding Road. Thank you.
It's right at the top of the hill.
I know where it
It's
is.
a great house. Sir.
My name's Lenny Friedman. I live at 35 Highland Avenue. I have the same problem. My assessment went up 40% in 2 years.
Jeez.
Your taxes didn't go up 40%. How can it be? Something's got to be wrong and something needs to be done about it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Lynn. Ms. Burnham?